This is a Cisco 3700 router. It's not light, and you need at least 2 people to put this up. You know, there's a better way. Hi, this is Jim with CableSupply.com, and I'm going to show you an ingenious rack. I've been in telecom for 32 years now, and this is the most brilliant idea I have seen in data racks in the 32 years I've been in IT. And you'll love it. You should use this data rack in very particular applications, and it will be a time saver, and it solves a lot of problems that data people have when they rack equipment on a wall. What I'm going to show you is this ingenious idea. I'm sure you'll love it. It's a great idea. Let me show you how easy it is to mount. Okay, now I'm going to show you how one person can mount this data rack on a wall. I didn't put my screw in all the way. Just going to hang it on the screw. Come in here and take a look. This is an ingenious idea. It's a level. So I'm going to level the level. Or the one thing nice about this rack is it has a lot of mounting holes. You have places like here you can use drywall screws. They fit perfectly in there. And then you have the larger holes that you can use mollies if you're going to mount this on a drywall. Or again, you can use drywall screws if you're going to mount it on a plywood. What also it has is it has these little hooks here. So one of the things you can use is you can use these for your tie wraps to secure cables. And you not only have one bank of them, you actually have 2 banks where you can secure your cables to. Now I'm going to add some extra screws here because you don't want to hang it with just 1 or 2 screws. So I'm going to secure it a little bit more. But as you can see already how easy this is to install. I mean, it doesn't take 2 people to install it. You don't have to bolt it to the floor. A couple mollies in here. It holds up to 400 pounds worth of equipment. That's quite a lot of equipment. I don't think you're going to be able to hit that amount or that weight in your normal equipment. I really love this because it's a one-man installation job, mounting the data rack and at the same time mounting the actual data equipment on here. Now these little wings here come in different lengths. That's where you're going to want to mount your data equipment here and your patch panels here, and I'm going to demonstrate that to you shortly. But you pick the length you need based on how much equipment you have. Another nice thing about this is you have a grounding lug right there. And obviously if you're going to ground it, you would bring a grounding cable here and you attach it. It would ground the whole container or the whole data rack. Also, another interesting thing that you rarely see today, it's made in the USA. Again, these wings come off, this bottom panel can come off, and one of the nice accessories to this bottom panel is fans. You can add fans to this. Let me show you. Now this is a nice little fan unit. What you do is you keep the cord inside. I guess you can put it on the outside, doesn't matter. But this adds plenty of ventilation for any equipment you may have in here. Routers, switches, servers. You can put a server in here. And also, of course, that I neglected to mention earlier, not only do you pick it from this angle, you know, what size you need according to U size, but you can also order different depths based on how deep the equipment is that you're going to be using. So let me move on here. This is the 45-pound Cisco 3700 series router. And again, this system will hold up to 400 pounds. Look how easy that went in. Now, it comes with screws. All you need to do is screw it down. Another nice accessory is, you're going to want to put a power strip in there. But how do you get the cord out? Let me show you. It has these panels. It has 2 on the top, 2 underneath, and 1 on each side. We're going to be removing this panel. And I'm going to put into the place that we just removed the panel from, I'm going to put in an air reduction device. You can push cables through here, stops air from going in, it secures the cable. It actually looks pretty nice too. I tell you, these people have thought of everything, and they have a lot of accessories for this little setup here, and I wish they've invented this years ago. It would have saved me a lot of effort. I'm going to put in the power strip, and I'm going to put the cord out the side. And then I'm going to plug in the fans, along with the router in the future, switches, server, whatever else you're going to put in here can be plugged in down there. Back here, this is hard to see, so take a look at that. You also have, back here, a rail. And a lot of people put their rack mountable UPS right here. Now this is all fine and dandy, but you're also going to need a patch cord area. And again, this size right here is where you put your patch cords. I mean your patch panels. So what you want to do here is you want to also pick this length. How much room do you need for your patch panels? And I have a patch panel over here, and I'm going to install that for you so you can see what it looks like. These are all pre-threaded. Gives you a nice appearance. There's room for another 48-port patch panel right in here also. Okay, I want to give you an example about how clean this looks, this install. These are just 1-foot patch cords. You know, depending on where your switch is at, you might need something a little bit longer than 1 foot, but basically I just wanted to show you. That is so neat, so nice and clean. Now when you're cabling your patch cord, your patch panel, excuse me, you can come in from the top, up here, or the sides, or you have 2 panels underneath. There's also a third way. You know, if you're installing this, let's say in someone's office, you know, they don't want you to install the equipment in a cabinet. It always looks kind of dorky when you put a data rack in a cabinet and they open up the cabinet and there's a data rack. And usually all you need is spaces for a router and a switch. And you got this big data rack where this can mount right to the wall, the drywall. Of course, what you want to make sure you do is you hit your studs. If you want to hold a lot of weight in here, you want to hit your studs in a couple different places. But if you notice, you have this big round circle back here that's open in the back. And if you're mounting it on drywall, one of the things you can do is you can open up that drywall right there and bring all your cables behind the wall and in this way, and then up into the back of your patch panel. You're going to have a little service loop in there also. You got plenty of room. So it's pretty well thought out, to tell you the truth. This is a great idea. Well thought out. It's very inexpensive when you decide, or when you compare it to other data rack equipment and all, and it's very versatile. Let's go on and show you one other idea here. The other thing is you can secure all this, and this is wonderful. You know, let's say you are in an office where there's a lot of people working. It might be a branch office, and you don't want someone fooling with the data equipment. Or you're going to put it in a warehouse. You don't want people fooling with the data equipment. I remember once on one job that we kept on having problems in a warehouse, and the reason why is the employees would unplug things and walk off with the cable. And it would stop all the work in the office when they would do that, and they knew that would happen. So I needed a place where I could put all the data equipment and secure it. Also once I did a job up in New York, and we had the cable running on the outside, and there was a strike, and the people cut all the cables right at the ceiling level. So this is nice that you can go through that hole in the back. But anyway, to secure it, you get your panel that matches the length of what you ordered. Slides down nicely. It not only slides down nicely, but it locks in those fans that we put in at the bottom. You can't pull it off. And again, this is heavy gauge steel, and it comes with a nice cap. Comes with high security keys and a high security lock. Now this is secure. It's not going to come off. You can't get it. You could probably hit this with a sledgehammer and not break this thing apart. It's a very nice looking system. No one knows what's in there. When you run the fan at the bottom, it brings the air through. It has plenty of ventilation at the top to circulate a lot of air. So this is a great secure data rack that can be installed in just about any work environment. If you install it within an office on a drywall, you won't need air conditioning, obviously, because the air conditioning in the building will cool off, keep it cool. We installed this in our warehouse. We have a lot of our data equipment in our warehouse, and this works well. It can't be injured, it can't be broke. It's secure, it's all grounded, it's fire safe. Nothing will happen in there to burn the building down. It will contain the fire. Again, as you can see, it's secure using the locks. It's solid built. You could hit this with a sledgehammer, it's not going to come apart. It's heavy gauge steel with a baked on coating. It's very presentable in an office environment. It will work anywhere, just about. It's easy to install. It's a one-man installation. It stops vandalism by having the keys, and it's just a great system, as you can tell. You may need assistance in ordering this because there's so many features and options and variations. Don't hesitate to call our office. We'll work with you on those options and on those variations and help you get the data rack that you need for your application. My name is Jim with cablesupply.com. Please visit our website. We have all the voice and data equipment that you need as an installer. Thank you for your time.